gonna move on to actually no, he had L4 Death 360's questions. He still has two more. His next one being, do you RP on any RPG roleplay on any other sites such as Comic Vine? I tried RPGing on YouTube, just a bit too alien for me to get the hang of. Yeah, I admit it's a bit odd, but no, I don't do any RPG role-playing on any other sites but YouTube. Currently I'm Odin right now. Because of the Thor hype, I thought, I'm going to be Odin. So I thought that'd be pretty fun, but yeah. Sorry, L4 Death 360, but this is the only place I do that. How many more battle chapters, or whatever you're calling them, do you plan on doing? Oh, you mean the fight sections. Oh, okay. By that, I can answer that. I call them sections, but I plan on doing a lot. Currently, I'm almost done with Section 8. I'm almost currently done with Section 8. I intend on finishing that soon, and then we'll move on to Section 9. But yeah, to sum it up, yeah, there's a lot. And as long as I'm doing fight videos. Okay, so we're going to move on now to Super Random Guy 99. Awesome name, dude. And you got 5 questions for me. First one being, are you going to do more of those ultimate settings like you did with Danny Phantom? If so, will you work them in the same continuity, or will they to be standalones? That is a good question, my friend. That is a good question. You see, to answer your question, I do intend to do more ultimate settings, but the thing is, I've always wanted to do well, the better thing is, I've always wanted to do more ultimate settings, but I never thought of what more I could do. I mean, I've thought of a few other ultimate stories here, not ultimate stories, ultimate ideas, but yeah, a lot of people tell me that the ultimate Danny Phantom ideas were pretty cool, so I might do more, like Ultimate Stormhawks, or Ultimate El Tigre, or, some more ultimate stuff, definitely. And I don't know, maybe I'll put them as standalone universes, or maybe put them in continuity, who knows. I don't want to make it too much like the Marvel Ultimate Universe, because I don't like that. I just wanted to give, ultimate stuff. Because sometimes the Ultimate Universe at the beginning was kind of cool, but now it's just crap. So that's what I want to do, basically. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the Ultimate story, and maybe this will probably get my ass going on more Ultimate stuff. I'll talk about more Ultimate stuff. Okay, your second question is, what do you think of a new Planet of the Apes animated series, and would you want to see it? I would love to have a Planet of the Apes animated series, but you've got to do it like more mature. Like you'd have the Planet of the Apes series was always mature, so I feel like it'd only be right to have it as a mature setting, probably on maybe MTV or Adult Swim, and hell yes, I would watch it. I definitely cast like a lot of people, like Michael Dorn as one of the apes. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I would definitely love to see that. I'm really liking your question so far, Super Random Guy. Your next question is, what animated show do you think deserves a live-action film? I don't want to sound like a jerk right here, Super Random Guy, but none. After the debacles of Dragon Ball Evolution and The Last Airbender and Speed Racer, I can't bear to see another live-action cartoon show. Yeah, a live-action cartoon show. If you're gonna do an animated movie a movie of an animated character, I say leave it animated. Make it animated. That's what they should have done with The Last Airbender, is have it animated. That's just my general thought of it. Oh, I like this question right here. Your next question is, oh, my dog's in here and he's on the move. But yeah, your next question is, what do you look for in a good fanfic? That is a really good question. Okay, what do I look for in a good fan fiction is a few things. One, especially when it comes to crossover fan fictions, make it kind of like a team up story you'd find in a crossover comic. Have them not related, not know each other, not be in relationship. Some of the characters in a relationship, maybe a brief romance before they have to leave to their respective universes. Don't make a character related like, oh, I'm your secret brother or whatever. No, I can't say that. Some plots can be overused, and it's just how you tell the story, basically. It falls into every story's been told, it's just how you tell the story now. Another thing I look for is good writing and a good plot. Like, some plots can be very interesting to me, and it has to be like an interesting, idea that really grabs me, because sometimes there are just really stories out there that just don't sound really great. So those are just the few key things right there, super random guy. And your final question is, did you hear that Disney is making the comic Cowboy Ninja Viking into a movie, and what are your thoughts on it? I don't know, because I've never read Cowboy Ninja Viking. I've never read that comic. Every time I hear about that, every time that's brought up in a conversation, I hear, "Oh, you've got to read Cowboy Ninja Viking. It's a very good comic." I'm like, okay, I'll try it. But if Disney's making it, this might be interesting. I'm going to say that Disney might make that interesting, but I might pick up the comic first before I give my thoughts on it. But thank you for the questions. I'm sorry I never read Cowboy Ninja Viking. I probably should. But thank you, super random guy. We're gonna move on now to Richard the D, and Richard the D asked me also 5 questions. First question is Soul Edge or Soul Calibur? Soul Calibur, because I refuse to have my turn into a giant monster thing like Nightmare, like Siegfried became Nightmare. I don't want that to happen. 2. Seeing as how you're pretty much the same character, they're pretty much the same character. Oh, seeing as how they're pretty much the same character, how well would Joker? I am so tongue-tied tonight. How well would the Joker and Kefka get along? I don't know. They'd probably kill each other. Because I've never cared much for Kefka, but yeah, Joker and Kefka, yeah, they'd probably kill each other. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Are you willing to dispense your game tag through personal messages? I don't have a game tag anymore. I don't play on Xbox Online anymore. Okay. I'm not trying to sound like I'm totally mean here, Richard. Richard the D. It's just that everyone asks me that question. I don't have a game tag. I don't have a game tag anymore. I just got tired of it. I got tired of online play online. I prefer single player games or fighting games. So I will play through my brother's on gamer tag sometimes, and I don't think he'd be very happy with me dispensing his gamer tag online. So yeah, sorry. Get to play DC Universe yet? No, sorry, don't have the money for it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And your final question is, what do you think of the news of a new Samurai Jack series? Dude, I hope it's true. I really, truly hope it's true. I would love... Samurai Jack was a bold series. I mean, it was original. It was amazing. It had action. It had a great story. It had great voice casting. It was fantastic. I love that. I'm sorry. It's one of Gennady Tartakovsky's best work, and it sucks that it's underrated by a lot of people. So yeah, I'd love to see a revamp. But the problem is that Marco, the guy who did Aku's voice, is dead. So I don't know who you could cast to play. He played such a great iconic villain. I don't know who you could cast. So I don't know. But Phil Lamar's still alive. I know I want to see him do Jack again. And please, I want to see this on Adult Swim, not Cartoon Network, because this was meant to be a gory series, you know? Sorry, that's my dog rolling around. But yeah, thank you for those questions, D. We're going to move on now to 91 Big Rick, and he says, are you a fan of NCIS? Kind of. I'm kind of a fan of NCIS. Reason I say that is because I'm more of a Law and Order fan, but NCIS is kind of cool to me. It looks interesting. It is kind of interesting with some of the cases. The action there's pretty cool. The characters are really awesome. But I'm more of a Law and Order fan. Your second question is, who would win in a battle between the League of Assassins and the Hand? I'm going to say the Hand because they have the better weaponry and the training, and they have the drive. Third question is, could you see Metallo being a sub-villain in the upcoming Superman film? I'm hoping Metallo could be a villain in here, but I know that's probably not going to happen. Because we're just going to get Zod. Yeah, because because you can't have too much Zod, right? Oh well. Fourth question is, who is the deadliest warrior, Huns or the Spartans? I'd really wanted to see that actually in a deadliest warrior match, so I couldn't tell you, but if that was I'd love to see that as a deadliest warrior match. So yeah. What are your thoughts on the new Venom? Flash Thompson as as Venom rocks. I mean, at first I wasn't cool on the idea, but now I finally got to read the first issue, and I'm like, this is awesome. I'm like, I really love the idea of having this new Venom that carries. At first I didn't like the idea of Venom carrying guns because he has all those powers on his own, but yeah, I really started to grow on the idea. It's just really awesome when it comes down to it. I really like that idea. The next question is, who would win the fight between Black Adam and Apocalypse? Ooh, that is a good match. I don't know. They're both immortal, super powered. I don't know. I'm gonna say no comment. The next question is, are you a fan of Buffy and Angel? Sorry, neither. I'm not a fan of either. My bad. I just can't find the appeal to either show. I don't know. The shows never really Buffy and Angel never. Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel never really interest me. So sorry about that. My bad. It's okay if you like them, 91 Big Rick, but I've never found much interest in either show. All right. And your final question is, could any non-superpowered character defeat Bruce Wayne at peak strength in hand-to-hand combat? Ooh, this is a dodgy question. It would have to be someone who, with a lot of prep time, and someone who can catch Batman off guard. First off, someone like maybe Moon Knight or Daredevil. Daredevil took it to him in a couple fights. I'm pretty sure Spider-Man could probably take it to him if he had the drop on him. If he had the drop on Bruce Wayne. Definitely, Lady Deathstrike could probably get him. One of Wolverine's villains, Lady Deathstrike, could actually get a good drop on him in an attack. I think that could happen. I also think that a lot of these villains could easily a lot of other characters like I'm trying to think outside of Marvel now, like maybe the Grifter, maybe Invincible. Well, not Invincible. He's got powers, and so does Grifter. Sorry. The Question, probably from DC. Bronze Tiger and Karate Kid. Those guys actually took it to him on Batman on several occasions. So, yeah, I could see there are a couple characters I could actually see overpower Batman if they got the drop on him first, and Batman didn't have prep time. But if you beat Bruce Wayne once, you ain't gonna beat him again. So yeah, thank you for those questions, 91 Big Rick, and I'll be continuing this soon. I'll be continuing the Q&A soon, so stay tuned.